and B can do a work in 18 days and 24 days respectively. Means A 18 days, B 24 days. They work together for 8 days and then A left. Okay, they work together for 8 days and then A left. The remaining work was finished by B in how many days? Okay, here you have to calculate the remaining work which has been finished by B in how many days. If you want to calculate the remaining work, then you should know how much work both of them have completed. So A takes 18 days, B takes 24 days. So what is the LCM for 18 and 24? See, 24 is not divisible by 18, so 24 cannot be the LCM. 24 into 2, 48, which is not divisible by 18, so 48 cannot be the LCM. Next, 24 3 is a 72, 72 is divisible by 18, therefore 72 is the LCM. 72 is the LCM. So 24 into 3s are next, 18 into 4s are. 18 into 4s are. Okay, if both of them works together, then 72 by 4 plus 3. 72 by 4 plus 3, that is 72 by 7. Totally, they take 72 by 7 days to do the task. But they are working together only for 8 days. They are working together only for 8 days. See, this is 72 by 7 is the total number of days what they are taking to do the complete task. Means per day it will be 7 by 72. Per day it will be 7 by 72 because both are inversely proportional to each other. Because of that reason we are taking like this, per day 7 by 72. Like that they worked for 8 days. Like that they worked for 8 days. 8 9s are 72. 8 9s are 72. So 7 by 9 of the work is completed. But ultimately at the end of the day you have to complete the 100% of the work. At the end of the day you have to complete the 100% of the work, but here 7 by 9 part of the work they have completed in 8 days. Okay, 7 by 9 it is completed in 8 days. Now how much work is remaining here? How much work is remaining here? You subtract the numerator and denominator, you are going to end up with 2. So 2 by 9 of the work is remaining. So if you get the 2/9 of the work, then the 100% of the work will be completed. So 2/9 of the work is going to be done by B. 2/9 of the work is going to be done by B, that in how many days? 24 days. Okay. So B takes altogether 24 days. So to complete the 2/9 of work, they takes 48 by 9. 9 5s are 45, 3 by 9. So 3 1s are 3 3s are, so which is equal to 5 1 by 3, which is equal to 5 1 by 3. Option B is the right answer. Very simple to calculate, guys. 72 by 7 is the total number of days, but per day how much they work? Per day it will be 7 by 72. Like that they work for 8 days. So in 8 days they are going to complete 7/9 of the work. But at the end of the day they have to complete the 100% of the work. In 8 days 7 by 9 they have completed. So the remaining part is 9 minus 7, that is 2. 2 by 9 is the remaining part that has to be completed by B. So 2/9 of the work is completed into 24. So 2 by 9 into 24, which is equal to 5 1 by 3, which is equal to 5 1 by 3. Therefore option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. In this problem number 11, now I have told you how to solve the problem. So now we have one more method to solve this type of problem. See here, A and B individually how many days they are going to take to complete the task they have given. And see here, at the end of the day, see A takes how many days? A takes 18 days and B takes 24 days. A takes 18 days and B takes 24 days. 24 days. And they are working together for 8 days. They are working together for 8 days. So see here, they are working only together for 8 days. After that what is happening? After that what is happening? A left. The remaining work was finished by B in how many days? The remaining work was finished by B in how many days? See here, at the end of the day, ultimately they are completing the task. If they are completing the task, then it is treated as 100% task they are completing means 1. So 100% if you represent in fraction, then it is 1. If both of their works, if you add, you are going to get 1. So here A, here B. See here, A per day 1 by 18 is going to work, B per day 1 by 24 it is going to work. Now, how many days together they are working? 8 days together they are working. 8 days together they are working. Means A is also working for 8 days and B is also working for 8 days. After that A left. So the remaining days we don't know. If you add both of their works, you should get 1. You should get 1. So let me repeat again. See here, per day A 1 by 18 of the task, per day B 1 by 24 of the task, per day B 1 by 24 of the task. Like that together, how many days they are going to work? They are going to work for 8 days. They are going to work for 8 days. Ultimately, they have to finish the task. So the 100% completion of the task, and extra some days they are going to work. The B is going to work extra days after A leaves. So 8 by 18. 8 by 18. So 8 by 18 means 2 4s are 8 and 2 9s are 18. So 4 by 9 plus x plus 8 divided by 24 is equal to 1. See here, this is 4 by 9. What is the remaining work? See, A 4 by 9 part of the work they have done. So what is the remaining work? That is 5 by 9. So 9 minus 4, that is equal to 5. So the remaining work is 5 by 9. So 5 by 9 of the work these people has to do. Therefore, see here, very simple, x plus 8 by 24 is equal to 5 by 9. So 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24. If you cross multiply, 3x plus 24 is equal to 8 5s are 40. Therefore 3x is equal to 40 minus 24. So which is equal to 6, 3 minus 2 1. Therefore 3x is equal to 16 and x is equal to 16 by 3, 3 5s are 15, 5 1 by 3. So very simple to calculate, 5 1 by 3, option B is your right answer. A and B can complete a work in 9 days and 18 days respectively. They work together. However, 3 days before the completion of work, A left. Before completion of the work, A left means the last work or the remaining pending work is completed by B in 3 days. Completed by B in 3 days. See here, one thing we know, at the end of the day, the 100% of the work is completed, that is 1. Now, 3 days before the completion of the work, A left. See, this is the important data. 3 days before the completion of the work, A left. Means what? The last 3 days, B worked. Per day, B is working 1 by 18. Per day, B is working 1 by 18. Like the 3 days, 3 1s are 3 6s are. So 1 by 6. 1 by 6. This 1 by 6 of the work they have done in 3 days, means that is B. Now, remaining work has to be done by both A and B. So 1 by 6 is the work done by B alone. Then remaining work, what is the difference between the numerator and denominator? That is 5. So 5 by 6 is the remaining work. So 5 by 6 of the remaining work is done by both A and B. If both A and B works together, then how many days they take? See here 9, here 18. So 18 is the LCM, 18 1s are, 9 2s are. So 18 by 2 plus 1, that is 18 by 3, which is equal to 6. Which is equal to 6. Means what? If both of them works together, they take 6 days to complete the task. But see here, only 5/6 of the work has to be completed. Only 5/6 of the work has to be completed. So total number of days, 6 days into 5 by 6. So ultimately 5 days. So 5/6 of the work has to be completed by A and B. So they took 5 days and the remaining work they took 3 days. B took 3 days. So altogether 8 days. Altogether 8 days. So see here, in how many days was the work completed? Not they are asking the remaining part of the work, or They are not asking us to calculate how many days both A and B works together. They are asking that altogether, in total, how many days they took to complete the work. So here 5 days they work together. In the last 3 days B works alone. So altogether 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. So they worked for 8 days. So B 8 days is the right answer. We have one more method, the previous method what I have shown you in the second time. So let us go with the same method for this problem also. So A takes 9 days, B takes 18 days. A takes 9 days, B takes 18 days. So before the completion of the work, 3 days before A left, means last 3 days B alone work. Okay, so last 3 days B alone work. So now how many days they work together? So per day 1 by 9, per day 1 by 9, and here per day 18. So they work together for X days, and B again they worked for 3 days extra, that is last 3 days. At the end of the day they have to finish the work, that is plus 1. So you take the LCM now, LCM is 18, 9 2s are 18, 2x plus x plus 3 is equal to 1. Therefore 3x plus 3 is equal to 18. Next 3x is equal to 15. Therefore x is equal to 5. So in how many days the work is completed? You have to consider the total. So last 3 days, that is 3, and they have worked together for 5 days. So altogether 8 days. So the answer is 8. Very simple. With this method you can solve this problem very easily. A and B can complete a work in 8 days working together. B alone can do it in 12 days. After working for 4 days, B left the work. After how many days the work is going to be completed? So after working for 4 days, B left the work. Means for first 4 days both A and B work together. Okay, so after that 4th day, okay, B left the work, the remaining work is done by A. Means at the end of the day 100% of the work has to be completed, that is 1. Okay, now A and B 8 days, see here A and B 8 days, next B alone 12 days. What is the LCM? 24, 12 2s are 24, 8 3s are 24. So 24 divided by A and B both 3, B 2. So if you subtract, you are going to get A. So 24 by 1, which is equal to 24. A takes 24 days to complete the task. But in the question, if you observe properly, A and B can complete the work in 8 days, and A and B they are working for 4 days together. So A and B per day they are going to do 1 by 8 of the work. Like that they have done for 4 days, that is equal to half of the work. So in the 4 days they have completed half of the work. Then how much part of the work is remaining? Again half of the work is remaining. So this half of the work is done by whom? That is done by B. Half of the work is done by A and B. So now B is leaving the work. So remaining half of the work is done by A. So to complete the task, A needs 24 days. But to do half of the task, A needs 24 into half, that is 12 days. Okay, so the remaining part of the work to complete, A took 12 days, and in the initial stages both A and B worked together for 4 days. So altogether they took 16 days to complete the task, that is option A. Altogether they took 16 days to complete the task. Okay.